Starts at $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Now you're feeling it. Visit Ooma.com. That's OOMA.com to learn more. Ooma. Smart communications for the smarter business.
Did you know that hand washing was the single most effective way to stay healthy? This is Deborah Hobson, Director of Infection Prevention, Employee Health and Education. Many diseases and conditions are spread by not washing hands with soap and clean running water. Germs can get into the body through the eyes, nose, and mouth. If you have any questions regarding proper hand washing techniques or infection prevention, give me a call at 729-6626 Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Are you having a hard time finding ag podcasts? We can help. The podcast directory at agriamerica.com allows you to search by category and topic so it's quick and easy to find what you're looking for. Ag Chicks, Farm for Profit, Heart of Rural America, the Shark Farmer Podcast, Real Ag Radio, and more are featured on Agri-America. Our extensive directory has something for everyone. Discover a new ag podcast today by visiting agriamerica.com. That's agriamerica.com.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Outside our studios, currently our skies are sunny. We have winds out of the west-northwest at about 8 to 11 miles per hour with gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. Well, your forecast indicates that we'll continue to be sunny and cold today. Our high temperature will be near 16 degrees and westerly winds will be 8 to 11 miles per hour with gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. Our wind chill value right now is as low as a negative 8 degrees. Tonight, skies should be clear with low temperature around 4 degrees. Southwesterly winds will be 7 to 9 miles per hour with gusts as high as 18 miles per hour. And our wind chill value tonight will be as low as a negative 8 degrees. Tomorrow, we expect sunny skies with a high temperature near 37 degrees. Southwesterly winds will be 10 to 13 miles per hour tomorrow with gusts as high as 23 miles per hour. And our wind chill value will be as low as a negative 6 degrees. Tomorrow night, clouds will be increasing. We'll have a low temperature around 20 degrees. South winds will be 9 to 15 miles per hour with gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. And our wind chill value tomorrow night as low as 9 degrees. Thursday, we expect partly sunny skies with a high temperature near 38 degrees. Southerly winds will be 6 to 9 miles per hour, becoming northerly during Thursday afternoon. Thursday night will be blustery with mostly cloudy skies and low around 5 degrees. Blustery conditions continue on Friday with mostly sunny skies. Will be cold with a high temperature on Friday near 16 degrees. Friday night should be partly cloudy with low temperature around a negative 2 degrees. Then Saturday will be sunny with a high near 22. Partly cloudy skies in the forecast for Saturday night with low temperature around 7 degrees. Then Sunday will be partly sunny with a high temperature near 30. We should be mostly cloudy Sunday night with low temperature around 21 degrees. And Monday, a chance of showers with mostly cloudy skies and a high temperature near 38 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
I'm always disappointed to see how unwilling so many otherwise intelligent men and women can be when it comes to listening and learning about certain subjects. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. Subjects like antibiotic use in animal agriculture, GMOs, labeling, climate change, all topics that can cause grown-up, well-educated men and women to lash out at one another like 6th grade bullies on the playground. And of course, if you really want to get people stirred up, mention animal welfare. I'm sure the anti-agriculture groups are happy dancing all over the place when they learn about yet another farmer versus farmer event. I hear from those of you who would side with anti-agriculture groups like PETA before giving in to corporate agriculture. I'm not asking you to give in to corporate anything. I'm asking you to stop and think for 1 minute. I'm sorry that your friends, your neighbors, your father, uncle, grandparents, your father-in-law had to sell their farms. I wish all kids today could grow up like I did, with 2 parents working at home on the farm, raising hogs, cattle, corn, soybeans, wheat, milo, hay, and vegetables. I'm sorry, But that is not a reality for many farms today. Maybe corporate agriculture is at the root of their decline. But that does not mean that teaming up with people who believe that owning livestock should be illegal is going to have any positive outcome whatsoever. The bottom line, anti-ag groups aren't just working against corporate agriculture. They're working against you. You don't have to agree with anyone else's farming practices or strategies. You don't have to compromise your values. But if you want agriculture in this country to remain strong and viable, you really need to listen and learn before campaigning against your neighbors. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Agri-America features the largest collection of agricultural podcasts, including popular titles such as...
Hi, this is Rob Sharkey, a fifth-generation farmer from Illinois. If you want to hear stories about agriculture, make sure you tune in to Shark Farmer Podcast today on Agri-America.
Hi, I'm Darren Hefty. Head over to Agri-America's podcast directory for the latest episode of the Ag PhD Radio Show.
Visit Agri-America's podcast directory at agriamerica.com/podcasts. agriamerica.com/podcasts.
The United States Deputy Sheriff's Association is a national nonprofit and the largest non-governmental provider of services to law enforcement. The USDSA assists city, county, state, and federal agencies with free safety equipment donations and officer survival training, along with cash donations to families of law enforcement officers who perish in the line of duty, a citizen awareness program, and more. For more information on United States Deputy Sheriff's Association, please visit usdeputy.org.
This is Cardinals broadcaster Ricky Horton. Soon enough, the boys of summer will be back and on the fields in Jupiter, Florida. Spring Training 2024. It'll be another season of the home runs, the hits, and the unforgettable moments. We will have you covered and will be with you from the first pitch to the final out, right here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Cardinal Baseball on your Ozark Sports Leader, KSMO.
Direct cash cattle trade is quiet and cash hog business is slow. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity is off to a slow start again this week. The bitterly cold temperatures and extreme winter weather are likely delaying business even further. Bids and asking prices haven't surfaced yet. Significant trade volumes likely going to be delayed until later in the week. Boxed beef was higher and sharply higher at midday on good demand for solid offerings. Choice up $273 at $294.15. Select is $619 higher at $279.48. In Kentucky last week, feeder cattle sales were mixed. Steers under 600 pounds were $3 to $5 higher, with instances of $12 higher. Steers above 600 pounds were $4 to $8 lower, with some instances of sharply lower sales reported. Heifers under 500 pounds were $2 to $4 higher, and heifers over 500 pounds were $2 to $4 lower. The USDA says demand was moderate to good for all feeder classes. Medium and large 1 to 2 feeder steers 600 to 649 pounds brought $202 to $247. Feeder steer 650 to 698 pounds brought $205 to $242.50. Medium and large 1 to 2 heifers 600 to 648 pounds brought $168 to $217. Cash hogs have no comparisons at midday with fairly light negotiated purchases. The cash hog market is trying to find some consistency that would provide support to prices and move them higher. Demand for U.S. pork on the global market has been relatively strong, and that has helped, but ample supplies of market-ready hogs plus heavier weights add more pork to a market, giving packers the upper hand. Processors aren't being forced to get aggressive in their procurement efforts and bid up to move needed numbers. Barrows and Gilts at the National Daily Direct have a base range of $45 to $46 and a weighted average of $45.65. The Iowa, Minnesota has a weighted average of $45.73, and the Western Corn Belt a weighted average of $45.65. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at $36. At Illinois, slaughter-style prices were steady with moderate demand for light offerings at $25 to $37. Barrows and Gilts were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $25 to $35. Pork values were weak at midday, down 17 cents at $86.89. Butts were lower. The rest of the primals were firm to higher. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Every day we take steps to keep the people we love safe, but some health risks are easy to miss. Ticks hiding in the yard can spread germs, like the ones that cause Lyme disease. Mice searching for food can spread bacteria that makes us sick. Mosquitoes lay eggs in standing water and can spread West Nile virus and more. Cockroaches are drawn to water in the home, leaving behind allergens that can trigger asthma attacks. Common pests can threaten our health. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org.
My therapist had told me that I needed to go to AA meetings, but I wasn't sure whether I wanted to go because I didn't want to be an alcoholic. That was not what I wanted to grow up and be. I didn't want to go to AA, but I did, and it wasn't what I expected by any means. It was friendly. I could feel it. I mean, I could feel the happiness. It's really great.
Visit AA.org for more information and download the Meeting Guide app to find a meeting near you.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary Midday Livestock Report. It's now time to take a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Johnny Hall passed away Thursday, January 11th at the age of 86 years. Funeral services for Johnny Hall will be Thursday, January 18th at 1 p.m. at the James Gard Chapel in Rolla. Visitation will also be Thursday starting at 11 and continuing till service time at 1 o'clock. Memorials are suggested to the Greater Rolla Area Charitable Enterprise, also referred to as GRACE. Cards are available at all James Cigar locations, and all arrangements for Johnny Hall are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Rolla. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMOradio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free!
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. Well, first up, let's look at our cancellations, postponements, and schedule adjustments for today. Salem boys basketball game tonight at Houston has been postponed and rescheduled for Thursday night at 8:30 against Fordland. The Salem Lady Tiger basketball game with Owensville tonight has been postponed, and the makeup date has not yet been confirmed. Also, the warming shelter at 111 Franklin in Salem will be open from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. this evening. Dinner is available and can be done on a takeout basis. Anyone wishing to sleep overnight must make arrangements to do so before 9 p.m. One vehicle accident occurred this morning at 5:20 in Crawford County on the North Service Road east of Highway FF. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2007 Honda Odyssey being driven eastbound by 44-year-old Lisa McLaughlin of Cuba slid off the left side of the roadway, striking a mailbox, then a fence, and a ditch. McLaughlin was taken to Missouri Baptist Hospital for treatment of minor injuries. The Honda sustained moderate damage and was left in the parking lot of Patriot Towing. The report stated that McLaughlin was wearing a seat restraint at the time of the accident. The Dent County Fire Protection District Board of Directors will be meeting this evening at the fire station located at number 2 South Main Street. After the roll call and approval of the consent agenda and review of the December minutes, the board will hear the financial report, then approve bills and review the budget before the calendar review and the monthly reimbursement report is heard. Old and new business will then be addressed. After hearing a report from the fire chief, the date will be set for the February meeting before adjourning. The meeting tonight of the Dent County Fire Protection District Board of Directors is open to the public. Volunteers for AARP will be conducting free tax filing assistance at the Salem Community Center at the Armory again this year. This free tax filing assistance will begin Friday, February 2nd, and continue every Friday until April 5th. Appointments can be made by calling the Salem Community Center at 573-729-8163. This local service is provided entirely by AARP trained volunteers and will be the 20th year that Healthy Dent County has partnered with AARP to provide this free tax service to our community. AARP Foundation tax aid volunteers are trained in filing certain tax forms and schedules, including the Form 1040. However, the Volunteer Protection Act requires that our volunteers stay in the scope of the program. If counselors feel they do not have adequate knowledge or your tax return is too complex, you may need to seek another qualified counselor or paid tax assistance. Items you'll need to bring with you to have your tax returns prepared include proof of identification such as picture ID, Social Security cards for you, your spouse, and dependents, or a SS number verification letter issued by the SS administration. You should also bring birth dates for you, your spouse, and dependents on the tax return. Also needed are wage and earning statements from W-2, W-2G, 1099-R, 1099-MISC from all employers. Year-end SS statements showing total SS received and Medicare payments, and interest and dividend statements from banks. Those are Forms 1099. You should bring a copy of last year's federal and state returns if available, plus proof of bank account routing numbers and account numbers for direct deposit, such as a blank check or deposit slip. To file taxes electronically on a married filing joint tax return, both spouses must be present to sign the required forms. The Salem Community Center at the Armory is located 1200 West Rolla Road. Again, appointments can be made by calling 573-729-8163. Salem Public Library invites the City of Salem residents and Dent County residents to participate in their 2024 Community Survey. Information collected will be used to identify top priorities for the library and used to develop strategic, long-term plans for the future. The survey should take no longer than 5 to 7 minutes, and all responses will be kept anonymous. The survey is now live, and a link to the survey is pinned at the top of the Salem Public Library's Facebook page. Individuals who wish to complete a paper copy of the survey will be able to do so at the library during normal business hours. The library is located at 403 North Jackson Street in Salem at the intersections of 4th and Jackson. The survey will close after Friday, February 9th. Community members are encouraged to visit the library to participate in current programming, utilize the many services available, access the library's materials collection, or provide additional feedback. For questions about the survey or the Salem Public Library, its services, or current programming, please contact Kate McBride, Library Director at salemmopubliclibrary@gmail.com, or by phone at 573-729-4331. The Missouri Public Service Commission, the North American Numbering Plan Administrator, and the telecommunications industry remind customers to continue preparing for a new area code of 235 in the current 573 area code in Missouri. As part of that process, customers should prepare for 10-digit local dialing. The 235 area code will be added as an overlay to the 573 region. An overlay is the addition of another area code, which in this case is 235, to the same geographic region served by an existing area code, which of course is 573. An overlay does not require customers to change their existing area code, but does require customers to dial the area code to complete local calls. A 6-month permissive dialing period is now underway to give consumers adequate time to adjust to the dialing changes. During this period, local calls can be made with either 7 or 10 digits, and all calls that are local will continue to be local even though you dial 10 digits. Beginning February 24th of 2024, all local calls made with the 573 area code must be placed using 10 digits, the area code plus the 7-digit telephone number. On and after that date, calls placed using just 7 digits will not be completed. Starting on March 24, 2024, new telephone lines or services may be assigned numbers using the new 235 area code. The Missouri Department of Revenue is announcing the request for proposals of the license office in Salem, located at 1104 South Main Street in the Crossroads Shopping Center. Bids are being accepted now and must be submitted by January 24th. For a list of bid opportunities and bid response instructions, please visit Missouri Statewide Electronic Procurement System, Missouri Buys, at missouribuys.mo.gov. Interested groups or individuals who wish to bid to operate the Salem License Office must have an active Federal Employer Identification Number, referred to as the FEIN, and must submit the proposal under the legal entity name for which the FEIN was assigned. The Missouri Department of Revenue, through the Office of Administration, is posting an RFP for the Salem License Office contract, since the current contract is close to expiring. Interested bidders will have approximately 10 business days to submit their proposals, and obviously at this point you've got less than that since it's due the 24th, for the operation of the license office in the competitive bid process as outlined in the RFP. A scheduled tour of the current location may be requested by emailing the procurement contact listed on Missouri Buys. Proposals will be evaluated on terms as outlined in the RFP. All of the proposals will be evaluated by a review team at the Department of Revenue, and the proposal that scores best in the areas outlined in the RFP will be selected to operate the office. The Salem R80 Board of Education will be holding their regular meeting Thursday evening at 5:30 in the R80 boardroom. At the meeting, the board will hear the PAT report from Jessica Parker and Mary Beth Patrick. Dr. Reed and Dr. Wills will give their reports to the board before the building principals and Athletic Director Clay Moody give their reports. New business to be brought before the board includes setting the school year tuition rate, approving the ballot initiative names, accepted band uniform contribution, reviewing the short and long-term facility project list, and hearing any resignations submitted. The board will then go into executive session to discuss personnel. The meeting Thursday night of the Salem R80 Board of Education is open to the public. Well, that has been a look at local news brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact Admission Counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact Admissions Counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Portable generators are a reliable backup power source, but they can be deadly if not used properly. To avoid carbon monoxide hazards, only operate generators outside, away from doors and windows, and install a carbon monoxide detector as a precaution. Before using a generator, be sure to educate yourself and others to ensure safety. Keep safety first, always. We are Missouri's electric cooperatives. Learn more at membersfirst.coop today.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem License Office, Roberts Judson Lumber Company, and the Main Street Country Corner Cafe, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
It's game day at Jim's house, and the spread is impressive.
Mike's already done some damage with the hot wings, and now he's dropping back and going deep for another slice of pizza.
I sure hope he brought the Pepto.
Mike knows the Pepto-Bismol provides fast 5-symptom relief from unexpected stomach upsets. He's no rookie.
The way he's throwing back those nachos, he's the GOAT.
Be ready for game day with Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
And just inside of half court, bang! Bang! At the buzzer! He climbed the elevator, caught it with two hands, and flushed it on the way down. Scooped up, thrown up, off the backboard and in, and Missouri wins!
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
The bragging rights trophy is coming to Como, folks.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Run out to the rim, and he flushed it.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem Lady Basketball Tigers game at Vienna Monday was postponed and will be made up this Friday night at 6 o'clock. It is a varsity-only game. The Lady Tigers were scheduled to play Owensville tonight, but that game has also been postponed and no makeup date has yet been confirmed. The Salem boys basketball game Monday with Fordland was postponed and was rescheduled for tonight, but it has been postponed again and rescheduled for Thursday night at 8:30 against Fordland. The Missouri Tigers will be at Alabama tonight to face the Crimson Tide. Tigers are 8-8 on the year and 0-3 in the SEC Conference. With the postponements of the SHS girls and boys basketball game scheduled for tonight, we will be carrying the Missouri Tiger game tonight, and that'll be at 5:30. Tigers are 8-8 on the year and 0-3 in the SEC Conference. Owen Tippett scored a late third-period goal to lead the Philadelphia Flyers to a 4-2 win over the St. Louis Blues Monday. Brendan Saad and Oscar Sundquist scored for the Blues, who will be in Washington to play the Capitals on Thursday. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Bills beat the Steelers 31-17. Buffalo will now host the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football for the divisional round, 5:30 on CBS. And for Patrick Mahomes, this will be his first playoff road game. 13 playoff starts at home, where Mahomes is 10-3. 2 of those came against the Bills, a 38-24 win in 2020 and that epic 42-36 win in 2022. But the Chiefs have lost 3 of their last 4 matchups against the Bills. In the other game last night, Tampa Bay knocked out the Eagles 32-9. The Bucs play at Detroit. Green Bay plays at San Francisco in the NFC divisional rounds. In the other AFC game, the Texans will play at Baltimore. The Blues gave up 2 goals late to the Philadelphia Flyers, and they lose 4-2 after Brandon Saad scored to tie the game early in the third. Philly scored twice in the final 6 minutes, including an empty netter. The Blues have dropped 3 of their last 4. Interim coach Drew Bannister.
I think we got what we deserved. For 40 minutes, we didn't have enough effort in our game. Continued to mismanage the puck, making it difficult on our team.
It was the 5th game in a row against the Eastern Conference. The Blues will play the Capitals on the road Thursday and then face them in St. Louis on Saturday. The Mizzou Tigers look to avoid their 4th straight loss to open up SEC play following that 71-69 overtime loss Saturday against South Carolina. The Tigers are now in Alabama to take on the Tide, who are 3-0 in SEC play, with wins over Vandy and most recently Mississippi State. They had a blowout win over South Carolina. Tonight's game starts at 6, and SLU will visit number 23 Dayton. And a shout-out to Mizzou Gymnastics. They are tied with Auburn for 12th in the Road to Nationals rankings. The Tigers started the season ranked 14th. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
What is it that makes you powerful?
It's not only having a voice, but knowing that it's heard loud and clear. We understand knowledge can change your life, and that energy will continue to power it. And because you're part of a Touchstone Energy cooperative, we're always listening. Because you're more than just a customer, you're a member. And what's more powerful than that?
We are Missouri's electric cooperatives. Learn more at membersfirst.coop today.
Some people won't give you the real talk on drugs, but it's time we know the facts. Fentanyl is often laced into illicit drugs and used to make fake versions of prescription pills. You can't see it, taste it, or smell it. Suppliers mix fentanyl into their products because it's potent and cheap, and the dealer might not even know. Keep yourself and others safe by knowing the real deal on fentanyl. Get the facts. Go to realdealonfentanyl.com. This message is brought to you by the Ad Council.
This is Cardinals broadcaster John Rooney. Soon enough, the boys of summer will be back on the fields in Jupiter, Florida for Spring Training 2024. It will be another season of the home runs, the hits, and the unforgettable moments. We will have you covered, and we'll be with you from the first pitch until the final out, right here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. Cardinal Baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today.
Jackson Hewitt has a plan to get your tax refund fast with a buck here, buck there. Here a buck, there a buck, everywhere a buck.
You don't have to wait weeks for your tax refund. Get money sooner with a no-fee refund advance loan at Jackson Hewitt.
On this loan, there's a money today guarantee. E-I-E-I-DO.
Don't settle for chicken feed. Get fast bucks at Jackson Hewitt today. No-fee refund advance loans by Republic Bank offered to eligible clients. Money today guarantee if approved for a loan on a prepaid card. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
As winter sets in, the Missouri Fertilizer Control Board encourages producers to talk with their ag retailer about soil testing for the upcoming cropping season. Analyzing your soil needs and establishing a nutrient management plan ensures nutrients are applied at the right rate, improves yields, and maximizes your budget. Learn more at mofcb.com today. That's mofcb.com.
Stay right here on KSMO Radio. We've got Missouri Net News coming up shortly. And then after the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Want a good way to start the morning? Grab a McDonald's breakfast. Want a better way to start the morning? Grab their incredible buy one, get one for $1 breakfast deal. Now that's what I call a morning miracle. Right now, I can choose from the scrumptious sausage biscuit, savory sausage McMuffin, or the soft and warm sausage McGriddles. At McDonald's, morning miracles really do exist. I guess you could say I'm living on the sunny side of the drive-thru line. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out: the Salem United Methodist Church, Dent County Health Center, and the local on 4th Street, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained Town Screen in Salem.
The Missouri Department of Agriculture is reminding livestock producers to be on the lookout for black vultures. The aggressive birds are affecting livestock operations and are spreading across the state. Missouri livestock producers have been facing the issue for years.
We lost our first calf, which was not a newborn calf, was a bigger calf, about a 300-pounder. You know, we lost a lot of genetics there. It's bad to lose the animal, but also the genetics that you're trying to bring up into your herd also you lose.
There are some mitigation efforts that are recommended.
Pyrotechnics, firing guns up in the air, hang an effigy up in a tree off of a bird that you've taken, or USDA APHIS has been very good about sending birds that they have killed Effigies seem to be the most effective tool.
The USDA, Missouri Department of Agriculture, and MU Extension stand ready to help livestock producers in the fight against black vultures. Start the process at agriculture.mo.gov. That's agriculture.mo.gov.
Missouri Net News, I'm Cameron Connor. Crocker State Representative Don Mayhew calls Missouri's plan to widen Interstate 70, quote, $2.8 billion in boondoggle spending, end quote. Mayhew, whose district covers Interstate 44, has filed a bill that would rename Interstate 70 as Interstate 44 and vice versa. Morgan Mundell, with the Group of Missourians for Transportation Investment, pushes back.
We often refer to these types of legislation as statement bills. The reality is this bill will not pass. Missouri cannot change the number on a federally designated highway. It's not up to Missouri. It's up to the Federal Highways Administration.
Mayhew, a former MoDOT engineer, says choosing I-70 improvements over I-44 does not make engineering sense. The frigid temperature sickened a few fans Saturday during the Kansas City Chiefs wildcard game against the Miami Dolphins. KMBC TV reports that Kansas City Fire Department received 69 calls for service at Arrowhead Stadium on Saturday. According to the department, 15 people were transported to area hospitals. Of those, 7 were for hypothermia, 3 were for frostbite. This is Missouri Net News.